Welcome to your daily dose of hope. I'm Phyllis Nichols, and I'm glad you're here. I hope you're having an amazing day filled with your favorite people and full of hope and optimism. Staying hopeful is intentional. It's something to at least be aware of, right? As we go throughout our day, how are we feeling? When I feel my anxiety levels start to rise, it's almost always because I've been looking at my phone and scrolling social media or reading news alerts. And when I do that, I feel like I'm on autopilot. I'm not really engaged, but I'm sort of just stuck there just the same. These are not the conscious choices I want to be making. It reminds me of one of my favorite quotes from James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits. The information you consume each day is the soil from which your future thoughts are grown. I have to admit that some days my soil wouldn't be very conducive to positive, life-affirming thoughts. It's not all my fault or your fault. The entire industry, news industry and social media industry, their entire business model really depends on us staying plugged in and scrolling and consuming hour after hour, day after day. And they go to great lengths to make it easier to just stay there and harder to resist. Still, at the end of the day, the only person who can control what and how much I consume is me, and you, obviously, for yourself. And we can be intentional. We can choose to eliminate content that isn't helpful, and we can be selective about both the content itself and the way we consume it. Ryan Holiday, the author of The Discipline is Destiny, The Power of Self-Control, reminds us that all of this is too much. The news cycle, the 24/7 nature of it. Staying informed is important, yes, but he reminds us that breaking news isn't really trying to inform you so much as they're trying to grab your attention and hold it as long as possible. He suggests that if you want to make a positive difference in the world or simply maintain your sanity, yes, thank you, we need to step back. We need to learn how to be more discerning about what we let into our mind and learn how to see the big picture with a bit more perspective. I have to remind myself that what I see on social media and the few times I've looked at a news program lately, I got to remember it's all designed to agitate and distract and have us feeling outraged. So, what can we do? Here are a few suggestions, and I hope some of these will be helpful to you. One, just pick up a book and read. When you want to consume content or if you're looking for perspective on a certain subject, find someone who's written or studied it and check out what they've said about it. Look for content that has a historical view. That can sometimes help us. Reading about the past can often help us understand the future a little bit better or the current day even better. Listen to podcasts like this one, Hint Hint, or others about areas of interest that aren't driven by daily events, especially news and that sort of thing. One thing that I have found helpful is removing social apps from my phone for a few weeks. I did this a while back, and I was surprised at how much I didn't miss it. I really didn't. So another thing that we can do, be a little more proactive, is to connect with other people. Personal connection is going to be much more engaging and rewarding than, staring at your phone. You can always leave books nearby. So when you're tempted to grab your phone, pick up the book instead, or kind of prompt yourself to just do something different, like go take a walk or practice piano or engage in your favorite art activity or play with your pet, whatever. It's just something else instead of grabbing the phone and starting to consume. Consuming information is great and valuable. This is just a reminder to be intentional. You get to decide the sources and the type of information that you allow in. I think today's a good day to skip the 24/7 news cycle and social feeds and embrace hopeful content instead.